What's going on, people, and welcome back to another Premier League prediction starting tomorrow. Game week 20. We're starting off. We've got Spurs in the early kickoff versus Newcastle. Produced some good games over the years, this fixture. Actually, quite a few goals. I'm actually going to edge it to Newcastle, even though they're the away team. They're in better form. They're more consistent. Isak's in form, and I think Tottenham are just all over the place. So I wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle can come away with the 3 points. I think Tottenham probably will score, but I think Newcastle will win. So I'm going to go with Newcastle 3-1. Aston Villa versus Leicester. It'll be a pretty convincing win for Villa. Leicester can be tricky, but I don't think they're going to have enough overall depth and quality to really trouble Villa too much. They might get a goal, but I don't think it'll be more than one. And I think Villa will probably more than likely get a clean sheet. So I'm going to go with Villa 2-0. Bournemouth versus Everton. Everton getting some decent draws recently. Obviously they'll want more 3 points from them, but they're not losses either, so they are grabbing a lot of draws at the moment. Bournemouth, I think on their day are brilliant, and I think at home they might just have a little edge over Everton, so I'm going to go Bournemouth. I think it'll be a narrow one though. I'm going to go 1-0. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. I was tempted to give this one to Palace, but I think the way Chelsea are playing at the moment as well, they're scoring a lot of goals. I think they'll equal each other out in this fixture, 2-2. Manchester City versus West Ham. I'm going to go with City in this one, even though they are struggling and are pretty woeful at the moment, but did finally get 3 points recently. And West Ham, I think it'd be a lot trickier if it was at West Ham for this, but I think City will have enough at the Etihad. But they have been dropping points against teams that you think that they would beat. So maybe they won't, but I'm going to give City the benefit of the doubt. 1-0 City. Southampton versus Brentford. I'm going to give this one to Brentford. Southampton are terrible, to be honest. In terms of trying to close out games and things, they are terrible. Brentford, I think, will have enough quality overall to get the 3 points. 3-1. Brighton versus Arsenal, I think, probably will be game of the week. I think it could be high scoring as well. I'm actually going to go with the upset with Brighton at home. I think they might edge it. 3-2 Brighton. Fulham versus Ipswich. Home team for me. Fulham, I think, will have a little bit too much quality for Ipswich. I think Ipswich could score, but I think Fulham will get the 3 points. So I'm going to go 2-1 to Fulham. Liverpool versus Manchester United, I think, is going to be an embarrassing one for United, unfortunately. We can turn up in these big games at times and get results that people don't expect. I'm hopeful we can do that, but I just really can't see it right now. So the way Liverpool are playing, the way Salah's playing, arguably his best season, if not joint. Slot's done an incredible job since he's gone in there, and I think that this could be an embarrassing one. So I'm going to go Liverpool 4-0. And then lastly, for game week 20, we got Wolves versus Forest. Wolves been getting some results lately. Cunha's looking in fantastic form again. But Forest, like I've said before, you have to give them credit. What Santo's doing there at the moment as well. Chris Wood, Elanga, like they're really stepping up, and they could get Champions League football if they carry on. It's going to be tough with injuries and stuff and their squad depth, but at the moment they're holding it up, so you have to give them credit. I'm going to go with a draw. I think Wolves in their recent form are becoming more tricky for teams, but I wouldn't be surprised if Forest could nick the win the way they're playing too. But I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to go 2-2. So that is it for game week 20 Premier League predictions, guys. Who do your team have? Are you confident? Are you not? Hopeful for United's sake that we don't get an absolute embarrassment of a performance, but I think we will, unfortunately. But I think there's some good games this week, so hopefully it'll be a good weekend of football and just a good set of fixtures. And hopefully do well in the FPL as well. Enjoy the football, guys. I'll be back soon in a bit.